Well, feel the funk blast! Well, feel the funk blast! Well, feel the funk blast! Yo, 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 check it out, yo, yo,
I believe we are good. Okay.
Wow, 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 wow. That's the fucking rage noise, intro noise.
From the theme song. From the intro.
Wow, wow.
I was listening to it when you said that. It was on one of the other ones, and I was like, I still don't fucking hear it, man.
What were you wanting to talk about? What was, we had a topic in mind.
Well, welcome back, everybody. It's Jay Rumpy and my boy, the Doo. Jay Rumpy and the Doo, that daily dew falling on you. And we got special guests, Sylvester Stallone and Tom Waits in the house. Ain't that right, guys? Hey, welcome back for another edition of the last podcast before the world explodes. Thanks, guys.
Tom, you can't smoke in here, man.
Yeah, you gotta get out of here.
Their ashtray's kind of overflowing.
God, it's like taking my breath away. I don't know if I had anything I wanted to say, but one of the things I wanted to mention that's not about a subject is in the whole order and like the breakdown of the cast. Ooh.
Of what cast?
Of the podcast.
Okay, all right.
You know, in the description, I put a Burp Manifest.
Right.
So I'm just kind of logging timestamps, all the burps that we got going on in the episode, whatever.
Is burps a thing? Are we doing?
I'm just recording them, baby. I don't know. It's just, I've talked over it.
It was a baby one. You stepped all over it.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say like, let's fill this bitch up, because on the last one there was like only one fucking burp and it was like a whole fucking hour-long thing. And that's why I got my beer here today, drinking a local coffee milk stout, y'all.
All you had to do was get some castor oil and mix it with some water if you wanted a burp concoction.
Nah, they gotta be legit, genuine burps. So we're looking at PUBG. I found out this game he's been playing, like Battlefield. It's PUBG, Player-Unknown Battleground.
Yeah.
That is. So, where'd the guy leave?
That dude who was in our party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were gonna see there was some dude in the game, but either way, that don't fucking matter. Back to the burps. So, you can always find it in the description, the timestamps of what we're talking about. But I encourage you, if you're listening to this and you're listening to us and you burp while you're listening, throw us a timestamp of when you burp during our cast. And, we'll just kind of put it in the record books that, as we do at the end of each cast, we put it in the file, and we'll log that,
What? They're going to timestamp sync their burps. And how are we supposed to know about it unless they send us a video?
They got to send it in the comment. See, what I envision is like if we get enough like traction eventually, like we'll do like a live cast or whatever the fuck, right? And we'll have people coming up, hey guys, Jay Rumpy. Sorry, there's spores in the air, guys. That bike tire exploded. See previous podcast for the explanation. It gets all gross in here.
Let's get into it, man.
But real quick, I just want to follow up. I think, if we can gain some traction in the future and we have like a live thing, like guests come on and like ask questions, I envision like when they'd come up, they'd be like, hey, Jay Rumpy, and hey, dude. And they'd be like, hey, like they just start burping.
Yeah.
Like in the middle of their question so they could make the fucking timestamp of the podcast when it's all said and done.
Did you make that Rumpy and the Doo timestamp?
And then it's gonna like morph into like this stupid fucking thing where people are like
Lady
burping.
Gaga's at the Emmys and she's like, I just want to shout out Rumpy and the Dude.
Yeah, people will legit like be asking questions and burping at the same time just to make the timestamp. Okay, sorry. That's what I wanted to say about that. I know it's not about anything, but I just wanted to mention we got a Burp Manifest, y'all. Check it in the description.
Did you know they're showing fucking reruns of Family Matters?
Mm-mm.
Do you remember the youngest daughter? There was Laura, and then she had a younger sister.
What was her name?
But
vaguely.
Topsy. I don't know.
Topsy. Big old bow in her hair.
But I remember she was on the show legitimately for a while. And they fucking wrote her off. And they didn't even give her an explanation. She's just not there anymore.
She just stopped showing up?
Yeah. And you know, they had Aunt Rachel move in, and Aunt Rachel had fucking little Richie.
Fucking little Richie and Aunt Rachel, God.
You didn't even realize how much you knew of this.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna start fucking dropping Hanging with Mr. Cooper references.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper wasn't as good. Well,
truth be told, you wanna know something? I fucking hated that little Richie kid motherfucker.
He was a weird looking dude. He was a weird little... He was like a red-headed little black kid with like bright eyes. He was weird looking.
He looks like one of them aliens, like one of them Ferengi on Star Trek.
But, so, whatever that actress was, they apparently just didn't... And I was like,
Aunt
damn.
Rachel. The sister.
Little sister. They just wrote her off.
Didn't she like wear a scrunchie in her hair or some shit? Or am I mistaken? I'm
sure.
probably fucking, yeah. Okay, so they wrote her off. She just disappeared. Yeah. No one fucking asked why, and they never mentioned it.
And it's a weird... I don't know if it's related to that, but she apparently went on to do like a failed porn career. Under the name like Crave or something.
I was gonna say, don't say it was like Family Matters based.
Did I do that? No, but I thought it was just weird that they just dropped it on her.
Yeah. Fuck that bitch. She won't re-sign her contract for less.
I told you, get out of here, Tom Waits. Oh, that coughing.
He still wants to come in, but I'm not going to let him in yet. Hold on, all right? Hey! We'll let him in a second. Fucking guy.
I thought that was just crazy that I didn't realize when I was watching it that this girl just poof disappears.
Dude. Like, do you remember Ninja Turtles? Do you remember the Ninja Turtles, man? You remember them guys? The movie, the first one, and the second one, right?
Yeah.
You remember.
I remember.
April O'Neil and Casey Jones and all them.
Yeah.
We watched it the other night for the boys, and man, they fucking had a blast. Like, they were fucking laughing and up kung fu fighting and shit. Like, the movie still, like, translates and works, and kids love it to this day.
Dude, Casey Jones is Elias Koteas.
I would say he's been in a lot of shit.
He's a great actor.
You want to know another thing?
What?
You remember when they take that kid who steals the wallet in the beginning?
Yeah.
The redheaded kid or whatever. They take
little fucking punk.
Motherfucker. He set Splinter free. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, then fuck you, dickhead. But when they're taking him down into the lair, the Shredder's lair.
Yeah.
Get out of here, motherfucking Tom Waits. They're taking him down. They said, "Yeah, we got it all." And like, you got cigarettes? And the guy turns around and is like, "What you want? Regular or menthol?" And he like throws them at some kid playing a video game, right?
Yeah.
That kid is Sam Rockwell.
The kid with the cigarettes?
Yeah, he's like, menthol or regular? He's like, he throws them.
Sam Rockwell's the shit, dude.
Right? And I, if I ever met Sam Rockwell or like had a chance to interview him, I wouldn't ask him about whatever fucking movie he's in at the time. I'd be like, so, you think you'd be here if you didn't have that one fucking or two fucking lines in Ninja Turtles? Because seriously, like, I'm sure he kind of springboarded off of that, right? He had 2 damn lines, and they were significant, you know?
That's a long springboard.
Hey.
He didn't have another movie.
But if he didn't have that, maybe he would have been successful.
I mean, I guess he puts that on his resume, you know.
For sure.
TMNT 2.
There he is. Show the clip, and bam.
Cigarette guy. Because he would have to have some kind of credit.
Yeah.
Danny, the cigarette kid.
I'm going to find out what his name was in the movie. Cigarette guy.
I bet you he's fucking like, I don't know, fucking Vendor 4.
Gang kid cigarette.
I always like to look at the end of movie credits and look like, wait, you watch the movie credits go, and what you're looking for is the smallest named part. Mm-hmm. Like not like the butler or like valet number 3, but like Jim. You know, like somebody who just barely had enough to get named, like a character. And
you do that? You wait to just kind of check that out?
Yeah, I think it's funny.
I'd check for like odd jobs, like what the fuck is that? But like, you know, what does that job entail, that title? But I'll watch the ends of credits and shit just to see the weird fucking last names and shit.
Yeah.
You know, people just weird ass names. It's kind of fun to say their weird ass name out loud, you know? Yeah. So, filling that manifest up, bitch! Manifest destiny! Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I was kind of making like a little short list. Oh, so here's what I see. I got a little list right here. We're getting official. Technology's coming, guys. I saw like all these other fucking podcasts and shit like that, and it's not about what other people do because we're just having fun, right?
Yeah.
But I'd like people to kind of check us out, and no one's fucking checking us out. That's cool. It'll happen. Whatever. But I see.
I will burn Utica to the ground if you don't watch this podcast.
I was gonna say, I've seen some other ones, and I'm like, yeah, they're good, or some of them like, man, they're not that good. And they got a lot of followers. Granted, I'm not on social media blasting this shit. I don't have all the means to blast it, but it made me think, like, when we start this one, like, I was just going to turn the device on to record and then just start fighting you. And people would be like, oh, shit, it's on. And we blow up from there. Like, I don't know what the fuck to do, you know?
Like the Opie and Andy blow up.
Truth be told, they're like the first like podcast or one of them, whatever. I've never seen them. I never watched it.
I still can't stand to actually listen to them because it's weird. Like it's all you hear about is John Norton, I guess, talking about how fucking one of them split up, one of them got angry at the other one, and then when you actually try to listen to their podcast, they're just like a fucking like a California podcast and they're just sitting there riffing on shit.
Yeah.
The whole time. I don't know. I was like, eh. Like Joe Rogan's podcast has a point.
Yeah.
You know?
That motherfucker, like, he ought to just, like, for the debates and shit, he ought to have every fucking candidate on. Bam. Like, let them talk for 2 fucking hours.
The blue just passed us.
Ooh, that Pugba. But anyways, guys, you hear that? You know I'm all about that origami. While we've been doing this live podcast, previously recorded, I've been folding that origami. I did a new one. It's a skunk. Check it out. I'm putting a picture up right now. Pow.
Can you fold a tiger? No. A rabbit? No. I can make a swan.
What's that?
I can't remember. That's some bit from something. It's not even like the full bit, but
truth be told, man, my origami is taking me. Like, I'm meeting new people because of it, you know? Like, it's cool. I was short on gas the other day. Short on money. I just made like this origami thing, and the attendant just gave me some free gas for it. Origami's changing the world. 2020. Yeah, I know it's dumb.
I was starving, man. Didn't know what to do, made a little rabbit out of a gum wrapper. Got myself a sandwich.
I won the hearts over. Origami, man, people to people, making the connections the old-fashioned way. Yeah, I load, that thing's loaded up. So what you been up to, man?
Origami unicorns. That's the end of Blade Runner.
What?
Into Blade Runner. Most people, it's like the very last scene. There's a unicorn, and it's origami.
Really?
Yeah, and
the original Blade Runner.
Yeah, and
Not that remake thing.
And the guy who made it is fucking Edward James Olmos making origami unicorn. You remember that because he's the kind of the partner cop.
To be honest, I haven't seen Blade Runner all the way through. Just like I've seen Tron. Not that they're related, but they're cult classics. You know, Tron, I saw like once.
Wait, you've never seen Blade Runner all the way through?
Not really.
Holy shit.
I just remember it was like dark. Like, not like sinister, but dark the way it was shot. Like, the way it looks on your TV.
Yeah, it's like they shot it in like a gym with a flashlight.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I was just not ready for that kind of, setting. We're watching a movie that I'd have to be in that kind of mood, like, put on a big screen, like, it'd be, like, remastered with, like, a good sound behind it, Like, I'd get into it like that, but...
Dude, you need to watch that fucking movie, man.
Blade Runner? Really? I saw it. Like, they were tracking down the, No, that was the new one.
Right.
Was the new one just a continuation or a remake of the first?
The new one was a heaping pile of sheep shit.
Yeah, and you fucking lent it to me, you bastard.
I think you still have it, man.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, so fuck you.
No, the first one was...
The
first one was amazing. The second one sucked. The second one was a continuation. But it's a point.
Then I don't know, because that second one, I was like, holy fucking shit.
So you've never seen Blade Runner. You've never seen the first one, have you?
Like I said, I've seen Tron maybe once.
Do you know who...
Blade Runner...
You don't know who... Damn. Because you don't know who Batty is, do you? Yeah.
Nope.
Batty's Rutger Hauer.
Don't crucify me. I'll watch it.
Dude, that's a classic movie,
really?
Man.
Blade Runner.
Yeah.
No, the first one. Because I thought the second one was like a remake of the first one. And I was like, this is horse shit. I was like, I don't want to fucking watch this. And I was like, you know what? I don't know what they see in Harrison Ford's.
It's not a remake.
Okay. He's not in that one, right? Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
He was in the new one?
He's in both.
Really?
Yeah. He's the same character.
Ryan Gosling or whatever the hell.
In the second one, Harrison Ford continues his role, and there's Ryan Gosling. But in the first one, it's just Harrison Ford.
Yeah. Nah, Ryan Gosling was there, man. He was like
1 year old.
Yeah, man. They just put him up there in his little stroller.
Oh, dude.
This is the kid who doesn't exist.
The fucking first one is much better in every way. Dude, the first one is like a genre setting thing, dude, where like the guy, they have him in the psychology room. You don't even know that scene, man. He's all, they do a psychology test on the robots to see if they're a robot or a human.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, you're walking in a desert and a turtle is on its back. And the dude's like, what's a turtle? He calls it a tortoise. He's like, what's a tortoise? And he's like, it doesn't matter. Would you flip the turtle over? And he's like, yeah, I guess so. And he's like, all right, well, let's talk about your mom. And he fucking shoots him at the table.
A robot?
Yeah.
He shoots a robot, yeah?
Because he's a guy.
Who was that? Was that Harrison Ford that did it?
No.
I was saying he pulled another fucking Greedo under the table shooting. Pow! Alright. Fucking Blade Runner, man. So like you're saying, genre, like I get that. Like, we were watching The Matrix the other night, and I was like, man, you remember that time? Remember when I don't know if you saw The Matrix in the theaters or if you saw it.
So I just don't.
Yeah. But it was different, you can't you can't take that away. Like there wasn't anything really like that at the time.
Yeah.
That when you see the first scene, whatever, where you know, I would say, "Where that bitch?" You know, where Trinity jumps up, and the camera's like, spinning around her, and she does a little. It's like, you bitch, you didn't need to jump like 8 feet in the air to do that kick. Like, calm down, all right? But still, it looked gangster as shit, and like it was like, oh, holy fuck, like this, you know.
Yeah.
That was a fucking moment where you're like, oh shit, what is this movie? Damn. And then you got Keanu Reeves all doing the fucking bend backwards, dodging the. I still don't understand that. Like, he slowed down but was moving so fast that.
Do you want to roll with me?
You got a boogie?
Yeah, I gotta go grab my.
You gotta go drop stupid ass Tom Waits off at the barber shop, huh?
Takes like 5 minutes. You want to go with me, man?
Let me see this motherfucker. Hold up. Tom, you better fucking hurry up, alright? Hey! Alright. Alright. We gotta drop this clown off real quick. I think Sylvester's gonna stay. We'll be back after this commercial break. Okay, we're back from the commercial break. Welcome back, y'all. You know, it was cool. Saw Big Lou again. We keep bumping into that guy, like seriously. We were just driving down the street and we saw him passing the other way. He drives a Kia Sportage and he just kind of gave like a thumbs up. And we're all, Big Lou! And I kind of put my face out the window and I did like the phone, you know, call me like the gesture of the phone to your ear, and I said, call me, you know, and we made eye contact, and he did the phone back to me and gave me the thumbs up. It's like, yeah, so we're still in talks about Apache Moon, Death Dance in Space. That's gonna be.
You're talking about that Lou Diamond Phillips.
Big Lou Diamond.
Big Lou.
Yeah. I call him Big Lou because. You know, we've been hanging out with him for a while now because he's new to the area. Just, you know, we welcomed him in when he first came to town. Granted, he lives in other places. Like, I think he lives in Montana, but he's got a home here kind of near where we live. So whenever he's hanging in town, we just kind of take him out and show him the ropes and kind of just chill with him. So, you know, it was pretty cool. Like, you know, one time we took him
to the opera, whatever.
Yeah, we took him downtown. I was gonna say we were thinking about the Spurs game, but the tickets were kind of sold out, so we just took him down to see the opera. And I just want to say, if you're ever out and about somewhere downtown,
don't take Lou Diamond Phillips with him, man. He tries to start knife fights. Constantly.
Yeah, if you're trying to watch the opera, don't be near him. Like, he carries a switchblade all the time, and he's got like his little hair kind of like greased up like a Doo-Wop kind of.
He goes straight back into Young Guns mode, man. He turns into Chavez.
That's the real Lou.
He's got a fucking bone handled. Dude, you actually have to see his knife. It's got.
I saw it.
No, not the one he brought, dude. He's got this. He must have it like at home or something. It's got a blade on either end and the handle's in the middle.
Whew.
And he spins it around.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Navajo power.
I'm afraid to ask him because whenever he pulls out his knife or he pulls out any kind of piece, he's got like a sidearm on him, he gets this crazy look in his eye, and I just get the chills. Look, oh my gosh, look, I got the chills right now. See,
he knows nobody can do anything because he's kind of got the Native American card, you know.
Oh my gosh, you think
you grab him to arrest him, and he's like, "Don't tread on me, man."
And it's like a total mind F. Like, you start thinking, like, your freedom starts flashing before your eyes. But you wouldn't think Lou Diamond Phillips, oh my gosh, when he locks eyes with you, it obliterates your confidence and it crushes your soul, and you're just reduced to just a pile of shit.
I'd say it's mesmerizing.
Like, he made me feel so inadequate. But he is going to, we're hoping he's going to be in the movie. He's the protagonist. And we were talking about, in Apache Moon, that we're trying to get Tom Hanks to be the lead. It's going to be kind of shot differently because Tom Hanks He's gonna be the antagonist. So it's gonna be shot from the perspective of the
He's
bad
gonna be
guy.
an Apache, right?
It's gonna be.
No, he's gonna be Aztec, isn't he?
Yeah, he's gonna be an Aztec.
So he's gonna have like, I don't know if you could blend in his name with Hanksacordal.
It's gonna be like tragic, like a tragedy. Like you feel for this guy, but all the whole time you know he's the bad guy. So it's like
you should make him a Nazi then. Nazi
oh my
Aztec.
god, they would be the oh my gosh, ugh. Not that we do not. Let me make this an official statement. We do not condone Nazism, okay? And it's a shame that those motherfuckers took the swastika and made it a sign of fucking hate and evil. Because look it up, way back when it was a Hindu sign of what, eternity, or just kind of like regrowth, regeneration, kind of.
I don't know.
The swastika, it was a peaceful symbol of rebirth, I believe, like cycles.
It was a Buddhist symbol.
Buddhist is a sect of Hinduism. The more you know, reading Rainbow. All right, so I just want to say shout out to our sponsors real quick. We cannot do it without you. Nutrageous by Reese's.
Get you support your local nicotine gum merchandiser.
We are sponsored by Nicotine Gum and Nutrageous. Both at the same time will change your life.
You're gonna have to take that out. If they ever hear it.
Oh.
Fucking Reese's Incorporated.
I don't even think they make Nutrageous anymore.
No, they make Nutrageous. Make pretzel Pop-Tarts, man.
Oh, I gotta get that gum. To the packet we shall return.
So, I know we were talking about... Oh, because I was looking up shit about language and the Indo-European language. That language group actually used to be called the Aryans.
Yeah?
And I don't know, I opened one. Is that
I opened one too. Did you open one that was just laying here?
No, I got one from the floor.
I got one too. Oh, that one? No, that's empty. What the shit? That's a good beer. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties.
This is why we need to write with the Sharpie.
What the hell? How did a beer go missing?
Alright, so that must be yours.
Then where's yours?
I drank this one before we left, and then this one. So I drank two of them, and that's yours.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Unless
okay.
you want a new one. Do you want
No.
me to
I
try
opened
that
this
one?
one. This is it. I just opened. I thought you were saying you just opened one. Okay. So, Nutrageous and nicotine make you feel like a champ. Well, I beat a guy up one time on that combination. It gave me super berserker strength.
I was on that sugar. I was on that nicotine. You can't mix nicotine and peanut power.
Oh my gosh, it's explosive.
And you got all that peanut protein backing you up for your rage.
No kidding. Like he was an old time doo-wop singer, and he crossed me. He was talking some noise, and I was out and about with some friends, and I wasn't taking any of that doo-wop nonsense, and I just eating a Nutrageous, and I was chewing that gum, and
that's how fights went down in the 50s.
Exactly like that.
That motherfucker and his doo-wop. I'm walking along eating my candy and shit. That is the scenario of every fight from like 1950 to 1954.
A good
and then knives,
88% of the time.
Then knives started coming into everything.
Oh yeah, fighting originally started. Knife fights originally were introduced back in the 1920s. And up to the 40s, it was doo-wop groups, fighting for territory. They'd get into fist fights, and they'd be punching each other in the throat, trying to fuck each other's throats up so they couldn't sing. But then it just got ugly. They pulled out the knives and stuff. Jets and sharks. Doo-wop was
you're a jet.
Doo-wop was life and death.
I mean,
they
made the movie about it, but West Side Story's dumbed down, man. It happened in the streets.
I still know people that go around this town doing drive-bys listening to Doo-Wop. It's scary.
I mean, you really didn't get hurt because everybody was wearing such thick denim and linen that, you know, and also the knives were very poorly made.
You know, but it was more of like an intimidation. Like it was a show. Like it was.
You know, one of those motherfuckers one day will have a sharp knife, and then you better act accordingly.
It's like that Chappelle thing. It's like when they're all stomping on each other's sneakers at the party. Hey, brandish a gun. It was like, hey, dog, hey.
And they dug him up.
We got your leader.
Put it in lingerie. Look at him in those pretty high heels.
Same shit.
The death of Birdman.
That's the same shit. Y'all, I can't say the N word. Oh, did I tell you the other night? There was this guy on Call of Duty, and he was talking all this stuff. You know, I can't say the N word because I ain't black or whatever, and it ain't about getting permission. It's about the word itself, especially not in February when we celebrating American History Month. The as far as it pertains to the African American portion of it. It ain't Black History Month. It's American History Month. And
How dare you, sir?
I'm not even black. I don't know if some people think I sound black.
Yeah, maybe a little bit because your voice is a little.
But I put my picture on the fucking on
Xbox. People probably think you can probably pass as being black. People always thought I was black.
What was I saying before that?
That dude on Xbox said something to you or did something.
Oh, thank you. Paul Stamets, you fucking liar about that lines, man. My fucking memory is betraying me.
Goddamn. Pushing them fucking
he was on
microbes.
He was on microbes with the bees. He was talking this shit about, fuck, you getting shot in the game?
No, we're in the
Oh, you're just gonna die. Why don't you just get out of the game? Pugba. We playing that Pugba. I don't want player unknown battleground. It's fucking Pugba. Forever. Okay, so the guy, he's talking all this stuff. Hey, man, y'all need to come find me. Talking that stuff. I'm gonna drop a nuke on y'all ass. Y'all can find me. All right, y'all know where I'm at. I was like, oh man, this guy's just dropping N bombs all over the place. And he was like, yeah, I'm going nuclear. I'm gonna drop. Y'all can come look me up. And I chimed in, yeah. For all you fucking beaners out there, y'all can come at me, dog. Like, to all y'all beaners, I'm going nuclear. So y'all beaners, I'm laying it down. Y'all beaners know where I'm at.
You should have done a... Hey, that's us! Anybody out there looking for a fight?
Look, are you looking for work? No.
I mean, I don't even want to say it.
What was saying?
I was just going to say, like a Spanish person would say... call a black person a negro.
Oh no!
But it's
speaking of that. No, you're right. And here's a fact because we're not racist.
It's not offensive.
No.
It's
Listen,
very close.
It's the truth because my parents got me a nice leather jacket one Christmas, right? And I don't know what the fuck I did to it, but the collar was all greasy and shit. I don't know. I think I had long hair and I put like gel in my hair and it kind of got the back of it.
Speaking of Mexicans, dude, I put my jacket on. It was greasy all of a sudden.
And they took my jacket to the dry cleaner, and it was some Mexican, more Mexican than me. Yeah. Some Mexicans over there. And they asked my parents, they looked at the jacket.
1% Mexican.
I'm the 1%. I'm a coconut, bitch.
No, like 1% bikers.
Yeah.
Like the hardcore bikers, they're like
1%.
Like
they're the 1%.
They were just like, you know what, let's be full Mexican. Let's be 1%.
So they asked my parents because the collar was all greasy. And they said, negrito? Like, it was from a little black guy? And they're like, no, it's from my son. But I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Like Jerry curl kind of shit? How dare they?
More to the point, did they think that your parents had stolen the jacket from a little black kid?
Yeah. Or why are you dry cleaning there?
They were like, they didn't care. They didn't care you'd committed a crime, but they were like, I bet, yeah. Yeah,
I just want to know where it's from.
We're a very curious dry cleaner.
We like to know the story of each piece, or each article of clothing that we dry clean.
We're doing,
And we've never seen this before.
a telenovela.
Oh my god, look at this color. Oh my god.
You got another you got an offshoot podcast. The novela de dry cleaner.
Look at this shirt right here with these stains right here on the belly button. A fat guy had the Cheetos on his hand and he scratched his belly button. Atrás right there. También. That's like my...
So, back to gun control.
What were we talking about before that?
The dude on Call of Duty that was...
Oh, okay, yeah. So we're off of that. Yeah, gun control.
Okay, so there was the scenario that, let's say you're in a cafeteria of a university.
Yeah. Yes.
And
you can explain. This is a situation where everyone is carrying a firearm. It's the argument for it's better off if everyone's got a gun. If nobody's got a gun, it's better if everyone has a gun.
well, this isn't even all the way to everybody having a gun. This is just in an environment where concealed carry is approved, so not everybody has a gun, but anybody could have one. It's okay. So
kind of like now.
yeah, but this is this was actually on a university campus. So imagine you're in a cafeteria, and you hear it's a big ass cafeteria full of people, and you hear a couple shots go off, and everybody panics and everybody gets down or runs. And let's say you get down under the table and you're sure it's gunshots. And then you look up a couple seconds later and you see a guy holding a gun and he's looking around the cafeteria. If you have a gun, do you shoot him? Because
Your first instinct would be...
he could be the shooter,
Or he could be the backup to who just shot. I'm the first responder.
he could be a concealed carry citizen who's like, I'm going to now pull my gun and look for the active
I'm
shooter.
sure it's already happened, man.
But see, I don't know if it has.
Yeah, dude. Where a situation has presented itself where someone acted up with a firearm and someone else retaliated to stop the bad act that was going on.
Yeah.
And then a third party shows up and is like, hey! And maybe starts aiming and shooting at the wrong person. Or it's just, in the heat of the moment, it's just confusion, man. Imagine, that's only 3. Imagine, if it's wide open to carry, and it is, say, a more of a percentage that people are carrying, there would be more people showing up on the scene, and then everyone would be like, he's a shooter. And if the shooter's like, oh, fuck you, he's the shooter, he just, one lie in a moment like that, and then everyone starts shooting each other, it's like, maybe in the end it was not good for everyone to have a gun, but I'm not saying that that's that way, because for all I know, it could be best to be that way, but there'd have to be certain ways to avoid that.
Well, there's a tighter way to put that. There's basically, if you see somebody walking down the street carrying a gun, the only way you're cool with it is if they're a cop.
Yeah.
So with civilians carrying a gun, you cross that barrier of only cops carrying guns. So you don't know who the fuck is who.
Like when they had that rally here in fucking Almost Park or whatever, and it happens all over the country, but they showed up and people are not cops, and they're walking up and just to, exercise their right, they got fucking, assault rifles, they're not holding it, but it's or they are holding it, but in a non-aggressive way, or it's just hung on their chest, it kind of just hangs there, and they're just kind of walking around. It's like, okay, you're a responsible person, whatever, and you have the right, but that makes me fucking uneasy,
I was in a fucking breakfast restaurant.
A restaurant.
You
asshole!
Having some morning eggs.
What the fuck?
And this dude was in there, and I don't know if it was rodeo time or what, but he was kind of he had a 6-shooter on. He had a belt gun, a gun belt.
Yeah.
And he had a old revolver, and he had the bottom of the holster had the little strap that tied it to his leg. So, like, legitimate. It was like on his leg.
Motherfucker's tactical.
And I don't know if he was like... He wasn't, like, dressed like a recreator or anything, but he was in Southern garb, you know? But it just looked like...
Like rebel Confederate garb?
No.
Garb?
In, like, jeans and, like, a Western shirt.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But, like, I didn't know... The way it looked like this guy's got a loaded gun.
Yeah.
And I kept my eyes on him the whole time. I made sure to get like a butter knife or a steak knife and put it in a special spot. I didn't know who the fuck this dude. And he was some like 40-year-old fucking white guy. Looked like he's probably never been in a fight in his life.
Dude, seriously?
And he's
I don't fucking trust these people.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not getting political here. Whoever you fucking vote for, I don't give a fucks. To be honest, I don't give a fucks.
No, dude, there's a scene on fucking Scrubs, and Dr. Cox is like, people are caramel-coated bastards with with bastard centers. He's like, they're bastard centers and they're and it's like, you can't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody.
I punched him in the head, guys. I don't trust him. But I was gonna say, I'm not getting political here because even when, I don't agree with Trump. I think he's a pendejo loco. But that being said, when he was elected and all that stuff, I said, okay, we gotta give him a shot. I'm not gonna hate. Give him a fair go. For democracy, for America, that's how the fucking shit works. You're not gonna win every fucking time, so stop crying about the shit. But what I fear is all these people. I'm exercising my right with this assault rifle, America. But then, when Trump doesn't get reelected, hypothetically, those motherfuckers, let's fucking round up, motherfuckers. Let's what is it? The fucking regulators, mount up.
That's from Young Guns.
That is?
Yeah.
They put that in Young Guns?
No. The regulators.
Oh, okay. That's what... Okay.
That fucking...
I was like, damn,
Get Lou in here, dude. Lou will tell you about it,
He's
man.
a regulator.
He's a fucking Casey-sized mecco.
I thought you were saying like fucking...
No, they put
Lou Diamond pops in. Regulators. Lou Diamond.
All Western.
He's like, I gotta see that fucking movie now. Was I saying anything? Fucking having a beer here. Regulators.
Where we go? Did we go too far? Can we get back to that mental track?
Damn, because when we go back and listen to it, and be like, it's right there, asshole. Keep
right
talking
there.
about it.
Try to go back, man. I'm going to put in other things. Barack Obama. The Teletubbies.
We're talking about politics. We're talking
number 7. Can you remember? Boop.
We were talking about Trump not getting reelected and people going berserk and forming the militias and regulators.
Okay,
Mount up.
You remember he brought it
Woo,
back.
thank you, Paul Stamets. I'm sorry.
I'd like to give a shout out to Lion's Mane Mushrooms.
For real, hit me up, P-Dog. You still owe me $10 from when we went to that Jamiroquai concert.
Let's go into the woods and get weird, man.
The thing is, I hate Jamiroquai.
Paul Stamets has got to be the dude. Imagine if you could go just on a camping trip with him anywhere and be like, hey, Paul, go get some shit. And he'd like walk off into the woods and come back with something that would probably make you trip balls.
Dude, I would completely go high dosage around.
Would you get
him.
I shaved the northern side under the bark of an oak tree.
But just shave the top. The bottom is really just, it's gross, it's pithy, it tastes bad, it's not as potent. We shave just the top and we collect all the tops, and then you take that concentrated amount. It's like, damn, Paul, you're my dog.
Sauteed a little cardamom.
He's got his little skillet, little flapjack mushroom psilocybin. I'd say I go high dosage with that guy. I'd trust him. I'd walk hand in hand with him in the spirit realm.
Yeah, right, dude. If you couldn't, because if you made that level of commitment and then shit went wrong, you'd be like, You the devil, Paul Stamets.
You did this to me.
Oh,
You
yeah.
killed me.
A young man killed Paul Stamets
Oh,
in
my gosh.
renowned echobiology.
It was the fucking mushroom that did him in, man. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. He gave me the wrong mushroom and I fucking ate his face. You know? Nah, I shouldn't joke because I love you, man. Seriously, but give me that fucking money from that concert. Regulators. Blue Diamond, hit me up, you. I would say you fucking tit bag. You fucking dickhead. You have the script. I want to know your input. So the last thing we dropped Tom Waits off, and we gotta wrap this up because I do got a boogie. It's been a solid one, but it's a motherfucker trying to. Whoa, that was a deep burp.
Yes.
That was a little too deep, baby. It's a bitch trying to fucking produce.
Oh, there's your burp.
I'm fucking keeping
burp
up. Why do you
song.
think I'm burping so much for the manifest?
All right, man. I'll get on board.
Do it right now.
I gotta give me a second.
All right, yeah. It's kind of. I just want to see if
no,
you could
fuck
do it. I want to see. Can you burp? Can you burp? Manifest it, bitch.
Dude, you can't even click your tongue, man.
I was listening to that one. Oh, this guy, he's so lame and pathetic. And I was thinking when we did that, we were talking about that tribe or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you had like an Asian kind of accent. Like, why the fuck they talk like that over there?
You're with the sand people.
Oh, you not very. You said very not, man.
Little
Oh,
Asian dude pops up.
It's like there's the tribe like judging you because you can't do the. Do yours? Ah, motherfucker.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
kinda.
Yeah.
But you get more chicks than me in that tribe, baby. And then there's that little Asian guy. Oh, man, he's so not viral, man. Duh. Viral? There's just some guy hanging out in the bushes just like, shut up. Where did you come from, asshole? You're not even a part of this tribe.
It's fucking
I was like, Kim Jong from...
Community.
Yeah.
I was thinking of some name. Like, it's fucking Frank, man. He just showed up one day.
He reminds me of Ken Jeong, that guy. Frank. It's not his real name, obviously, Frank. It translates a little differently. But yeah, we dropped off Tom Waits because I gotta be wrapping this up, right?
Oh, shit.
You can't drink that? Are you gonna waste it? Ladies and gentlemen,
Local coffee milk stout.
yeah, ladies and gentlemen,
This tastes like fucking...
the Dew cannot handle a local coffee milk stout.
This looks like it should have like Starbucks written on the
Dude,
side of
I'm
it.
telling you though, you drink that,
Yeah.
it'll fucking knock your ass into your tits.
What?
I don't know.
Because of the caffeine? Are you serious?
Yes.
Or are you not serious?
It happens to me.
Despite the hilarious analogy, but
It can happen.
does it have any caffeine in it?
Scientifically, I don't know. I haven't analyzed it because it is brewed with coffee, yeah. So I don't know if in the process, if it does transfer, because like Scotch whiskey, they throw that peat in there, and no matter how many fucking times they distill it, like that peat, smoky, liquid leather, smoke, campfire flavor still stays in the flavor profile.
So what are we going to talk about on the next one? We need to sink in on the topics for the benefit of...
Well, I still wanted to talk about the Dogen people. Because that's still a whole, like, it's kind of out there.
You need to get a map, dude. Everybody, this is the big old thing.
A map of, like, what we want to explore and talk about?
No.
Oh, a map?
Everybody needs to get a map on their wall.
Did you see that I put a fucking map on number 3? You dickhead. You
You
didn't
should
even watch the fucking shit that we make.
You should take a picture and pointing at the map.
Did you even give a thumb? Here, I'll take... Oh,
I took it. No, I made sure to give a thumbs up.
give a thumbs up because it helps us reach one more person. And if we can reach one more person, that motherfucker,
I'm gonna reach
you
it.
found us.
What 90s hip hop 90s R&B group type of fame are we looking for?
Bell Biv DeVoe.
Bell Biv DeVoe. Type of Tony.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
Bell
like.
Biv DeVoe. No, what Bell Biv DeVoe did
No,
Poison, didn't they?
I don't know that much about him, to be honest. You're saying early 90s?
No, you got in the right.
Bell Biv
era.
DeVoe, I thought was like late 80s, or maybe early 90s.
No, they were in 90s.
They were?
Poison. That girl, you know what song I'm talking about?
Nope.
You don't know that
I'm not
song?
gonna lie to you, man.
Oh, dude, it's a fucking classic song.
I mean, to be
The
honest,
fucking-
I probably know the song, but I probably never realized it was them and the name
That
of it.
girl is Poison.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it have a?
Yeah, and then the guy starts talking. Never knew the girl, but you boom, boom, boom. I can't. We're not doing it justice.
Yeah.
That was our version.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Oh,
Me
yeah.
llamo T-Bone.
Do it, dude. Oh, I can't believe you remember that much.
Pequeño.
Muñeca.
Grande.
Muñeca. Boteca.
The Camarón Diaz.
Yeah. Do, 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 do.
20.
2019.
What? That shit was hilarious, dude.
Dude, you should learn the next time. For next one, you should learn that whole fucking rap.
I'll learn it. I'll learn it, and then what? What do I
And
do
no,
with
just
it?
for the benefit of the viewers, we're talking about a rap done on the show Community by Troy and Abed. That's hilarious. It's a
Well, no. And I don't know if you want to jump in this, because you're kind of complicit. You're saying all this stuff. It's a 2-part duo. So, if anything, I should learn one part, and you should learn the other part.
All right. Okay. All right.
So, who would you be? Pick your guy.
I'll be Troy. I'll be
Okay.
fucking Childish Gambino.
Okay, I'll be Abed,
All right. Okay.
because I like him. Yeah. What?
I like fucking. I can't believe it's fucking cool watching that now and realizing that Troy became Childish Gambino.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
Did he like break out into that while he was still doing the Community, or is it like
No,
after
they didn't
Community?
do
It's
that. That right there is probably he does a lot of musical shit. Like
like
he's
him and Abed, yeah, musical.
It
It seems like they're capable.
he sings, but this is like pretty much the most he raps.
Yeah.
That's his rap. Like that's all he does in Community.
Camarón Diaz. Yeah. What? You ain't crumping. No, you're not.
That's not grumping. All right, dude. So I'll learn Troy's part. You learn Abed. We'll see if we can do it. I don't know. Either the next one or the one that we gotta learn it at some point.
But the thing is, we gotta learn whoever goes. So you go first. So I gotta lead off with that.
Oh shit! Yeah, because I can't beatbox for shit.
And then you gotta. You're all. There it is. Donde está la biblioteca?
That's all, but that's all I can do, man.
So you're gonna have to work on it.
Change, man.
You gotta listen to the clip and try and mimic it.
Look, I told you from the beginning, man. I brought the clicks.
Well, I bring this to the
You
game.
bring the beatbox and the
Bebop,
voices.
Scooby, bebop, we rock the Scooby Doo, and guess what, America, we love you.
That's a nice note.
All right, we've been going for a while here. I don't know what
All right.
else to talk about. You got anything?
We need to talk about how we need to tighten up the topics.
Yeah.
You know,
And if you got any fucking
Yeah, you
Burp
know,
Manifest, if you got any ideas, you leave it for us or whatever the shit. Give us ideas.
drop it on the dude.
Diddly do. So you ain't got nothing else? I thought there was something else we were gonna talk about. Feels like there was one more thing.
gun control.
Did we talk about that? Yeah, we talked about it.
We didn't really cover it.
Well, we talked about it.
So if you had to make a comprehensive, like if you were president tomorrow,
Holy shit, what would I do?
because remember,
Well, hell yes, I'm gonna take your I'm gonna take your assault rifles.
in
Who was that?
I don't know.
That's Beto O'Rourke.
Nobody called him Beto, man.
Beto Chinguinis, man. that's what. Hell yes, we're taking your ARs. So
Well, AR-15s are. I think they're a little
I'm not
extreme.
It is a little extreme. It is. In a perfect world, if the vetting process, if the getting rid of the loopholes in the gun show, backdoor loopholes and all that shit, you really gotta buckle the fuck down. But even at that, there's so many guns already out there.
Gun shows are nuts.
And the thing is, you hear about the cartels or whatever that send people up here to do that backdoor loophole to buy assault rifles from the Texas gun shows, and they take them back down to Mexico, and that's fueling the fucking the drug war, right?
Yeah. Well, they're getting them.
So if you take away all that shit here,
Yeah.
then guess what? The cartels are like, hey, we got all these assault rifles here, man. I can get you in touch with these here. It's another fucking contraband for them to fucking. Hey, you drank that, man?
Yep.
Drink that local coffee stout like a bow.
I gotta slow down, man. I've been noticing I drink.
Life
You know who I
in the
drink?
fast
like?
lane.
I drink like at a Scandinavian hall, like at a German hall.
Yeah.
Like it's just like if it's there, it's like it's like water. It's like
Yeah, but it's good for the cast. Like, I'm going to start drinking some more beer, so if you listen to this cast, you better be drinking something. But if you're a kid, then don't drink anything.
So wait, what were we just talking about?
I don't fucking know, Paul Stamets. Holy shit.
We all knew we were going to put Paul Stamets on
That
the fucking...
dickhead betrayed the both of us right now.
I haven't tried. I didn't take the lion's mane, but...
I've taken it. It works. It does good stuff. It was more gun control, I think. The Mexican cartels.
Okay.
If we outlaw assault rifles, then they'll start being, hey, we got this contraband here. Yeah, I got assault rifles, man. It's more fucking...
You know what we need to... Well, okay. First of all, we need to get back to your direct question if you were president.
Oh,
But-
I would have the vetting process really strict. You would really have to go through a lot to get a firearm and prove yourself that you're not a dumbass. And then on top of that, after you're approved, you got to prove that you can shoot the motherfucker. Because if you can't, you don't get it. And then after that, I would say people that already have firearms and it's radical. This is where I don't know. I'd have to go in. They're saying like, we're going into each gun owner's place and we're going to check out what you got. And that's a little fucking dangerous. But like some kind of combination of like maybe an incentive of guns that aren't registered yet, bring them in and we'll give you cash to register it or some shit, just to get everything on the books. And then going forward, it's like, you really have to qualify.
That's
Burp
it.
Manifest. You
there you go.
you really have to qualify to get a piece like that
All
before
right,
you
but
get
hold
it.
on. But just to respond to your...
Well, that's just a quick answer.
Well, no, I like how it's quickly getting into heated discussion.
Not heated. That's just what makes sense to me.
Just in response to people being like, however hard you make the vetting process to get a gun. What if it's my first crime? What if I've and a lot of the
What kind of
shooters-
crime was it?
Well, no, what I'm saying, a lot of these mass shooting people,
They didn't even
typically,
have a record.
They don't
yeah.
have criminal record. They're not like in biker gangs.
Then
They
it comes
haven't-
down to like mental evaluation.
Well, no, well,
You have to have some kind of mental
Well, look,
psychiatric evaluation.
it gets down to this: a one-time, even I don't know. It's that evaluation is it's hard to tell when just somebody breaks.
And it could be
total
bullshit. They
break,
could be
yeah.
just telling you what you want to hear
All
to
right.
get that fucking firearm.
So in England, they don't have guns, but they have like stabbings and shit.
Yeah.
So if you were president, what law would you make concerning guns? And it can't be going on. It can't be super. It can't be hyper specific. Like
Well, any kind of backdoor loopholes that do exist with gun
Like, all
shows,
right.
you got to close that
would
up.
you allow AR-15s?
To be honest, I would.
Yeah.
And I know that's at the extreme, but if you honestly, I don't believe anyone fucking needs an AR-15. What the fuck you need it for, Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a bunch of damn coyotes, I guess. Like, you know, you got like fucking massive packs of wolves and coyotes. Like, you know,
I guess
I could see you getting tactical on that with a ghillie suit, like camping out. You know, I'd even say suppressor. Like, I think the suppressors are dope as shit. But then, you know, it comes the secrecy of having a suppressed weapon. But I say if you qualify to have it, then give them a suppressor. Because if you're trying to hunt a bunch of wolves and stuff, you can hunt multiple wolves if you shoot one and don't scare the pack away. You know?
No, there was a guy. It's funny
And I don't want to
about,
shoot wolves. I love wolves.
Well, no, it's funny you're talking about wolves because there was a guy. I can't remember his name. He was on Joe Rogan. And he was a dude who went out and lived in the Arctic.
Yeah, and it was like a massive.
bunch of wolves.
It was a massive pack of like 20 wolves.
But he made the argument about how being a lifelong hunter, shooting a gun, shooting high-powered rifles and shotguns for several years will make you deaf. I mean, it can hurt your fucking hearing.
For sure.
So he's arguing there should be...
Suppressor,
you should be able to go and buy a suppressor on the basis of saving hearing for recreational gun use.
Exactly.
But then
they just want you to buy fucking earmuffs to... Well, nah, we don't need a suppressor weapon. Just put earmuffs on, motherfucker. Because they're afraid you're going to go in like a... You know, I hate to sound morbid, but... You know... That you're going to go in a fucking movie theater with a suppressed assault rifle and just... That's scary as shit. So you got to... And if you're president and that falls on you, it's like, well, we can't have suppressors. But I think have suppressors. But you got to be very strict on...
All right, hold on. You're still president, all right? And they put two files in front of you. And one of them is like... forgot what I was going to say. Well... One of them is like consider Mexico. Like it's super easy to get guns there, super easy. So,
but the thing is, they come up to here to get it.
The criminals here don't use fucking assault rifles yet. They're still that's more like the mass shooting bullshit. A lot of the criminals are still like handguns. It's still mostly pistols.
That motherfucker in Las Vegas.
He was a mass shooter. I'm talking about criminals, just basic criminals, like everyday burping.
That's crazy. We came up on Paul Stamets at the same time, motherfucker. Mushroom hat.
Cool ass motherfucker.
I want to chill with you, Paul. Seriously, if you hear this, I doubt you hear this, but Paul, you seriously changed my fucking life. I'm taking that lion's mane, and I want to get them turkey tails on top of microdosing. I want to talk to you. Hit me up. Please, because I got billions of followers. We got billions of fans on this podcast. But it's weird. The YouTube analytics say that all these people watch our stuff, but they don't give us a thumbs up or a subscription, and it doesn't even register as a view, but they're there. So it's cool.
Because it's a mellow trip.
Yeah, you know, it's the fucking silent army, baby. You don't know we're here until it's time.
Paul Stamets. Remember. You remember.
Paul Stamets he's gangster.
Alright, so
Gun control.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I just strictly vet it. You know, there's got to be new protocols set in place, and then you got to go and... And you got to put an incentive for people that you've already got these guns... I'm telling you, people will be like, all right, I got these unregistered guns or whatever.
Okay.
I get money if I just go and register it. I need to pay my... no.
People... No, there are people...
They want to be off the grid?
Well, they don't talk... There's things like family guns that have been passed down, and people would go and register some guns, but they wouldn't register every gun they had.
True.
They would want to keep one... It's like... It's that weird.
In case I need this, don't cross me.
Nah, it's like I guess people. I don't know. It's like a Texas thing. It's like I need this gun that's unregistered just in case.
Hey, come over here, man. Check this out. And got he pulls the floorboard up. It's like he pulls the floorboard up. You see that? See that gun right there, man? Unregistered. We're off the grid. Okay. I do all kinds of calamity with this thing right here. off the grid.
You gotta watch the fucking, the No Country for Old Men. It's the Coen brothers.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta watch their first movie. It's called Blood Simple.
Yeah.
And the intro to it is fucking tight. It's the first like 45 seconds.
I'll check it out.
And it's just the narrator, and he's given it's an actor that everybody knows. It's a big fat dude, and he's just narrating, and he's talking about people across the world view stuff this way and that way, and then there's Texas.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
It's tight, man. It's
I'll
cool.
report back.
Yeah.
But I do gotta wrap it up, man. Like my spider sense is tingling.
Dump it in the dew.
If you're married or you got a significant other, when you've been prolonging something, Burp Manifest, your spider sense starts going off like, ooh, I need to be on my way. And my sense is tingling. So as far as this one goes, we gotta call it to be C, to be contender.
To be contendered.
You got anything else?
Look out for next one.
For sure.
It's coming.
J. Rumpy and the Dew.
Splash.
We out.